Good morning, ladles and jelly spoons. Tim down for Living with MS in Tenerife. I am here outside the Casa Maria. I'm not actually. I'm in my spare bedroom talking to you. But I'm watching the film with you, and this is my commentary. And off we go. So this is Lava Street, Callao, and we got a lot of restaurants on this. So we've got Casa Maria's Steak 21, Swo, Shangri-La, then there's a gap until the Romantica, my favourite, Little Germany, then the New Indian, and La Divina Comida. Then we've got the tapas place on the left, and on the right we've got the Atlantic Holiday Company and the dolphin down the bottom. On the corner here we got the Anchor, El Ancla, and then we can go down to the beach. The beach bar is still being refurbished, but it's going to be really nice when it's finished. This is a free car park. And at the top here, you can actually get down from the bus stop. It's a bit stony, and it's not a true path just yet, but it will be. The white buildings on your right are called Agua Viva, and some of those are actually for rent. These on the right now are El Ancla, and there are some Airbnbs there as well. What a beautiful view to the left. Coming back up, if you look left, you can see the restaurant in the Atlantic Holiday Company. That's open to the public. And straight ahead of us we've got the Pearly Grey. It's a timeshare, but you can also book holidays there as well. And a beautiful place, Mirador de Callao on the left. Now we're passing Albatross by Malibu. On the right we got the Masala. Up the steps we got Callao Street, Monte Cristo and the Three Horseshoes. Now we got Laura's Bar with the Indian above it, and Mum's Pizza. The Eclipse, great for breakfasts, and on the left we got the Russian Italian place. Momo's on the right, one of my favourite morning haunts. And we've got the Nebula, the Gin Joint, and Terrazas El Habali. Now normally I would carry straight on here and go out of town, but I'm going to take a spin around here and go up to Swo Azul. Oh, he didn't stop, did he? Giving me jip. He's got a massive giveaway sign. Okay, the Mind on the right, MYND, and on the left we've got a little bit of a derelict thing, but I've heard there's going to be somebody taking that over. I don't know how true that is. So we're coming into Swo Azul, and if you remember when the McMaster visited, this is where he stayed. I think he paid €80 a night, and he got a whole bungalow to himself on the right here. Just down that little street. When I turn left here, if you look right, there's another bar open to the public, and those are the offices for Swo Azul. Honor Swo Azul it's called. Now further up is a dead end for this way, but you can actually get into the village coming down a one-way street which comes out here. I'll show you the entrance to that in a minute. So on the left is the Swo Azul complex, and on the right are private bungalows. Still Swo Azul. I don't think this person knows where they're going. Oh, went the wrong way. Let's do a 3-point turn. WEBBY lives down on the left there somewhere. We've got the kindergarten. And this on the right, it used to be a sort of a shopping centre, but a lot of the stuff's been turned into residential stuff now, especially in this big square on the right. It's a shame, really. It's a great spot. Another little shopping centre on the right, but not a lot in it, mostly offices and stuff. There is one cafe, but I've not seen it open lately. It's on the right round the corner here. On the left we've got masonettes. And this is basically a dead end down the bottom, but there is a pool bar which you can go, and I think you pay, just get in, and there's food and everything. You can use the pool all day. We're not going to go down there. We're going to take a right up the new road where they're building these top class apartments and villas. I think there's 5 phases and they've done 2 of them. I'm just going to go all the way the roundabout here so you can have a quick look down to where they're building the new apartments. And up on the way to the main road. Nice place to come for a walk here, actually. They'd actually finished this and landscaped it all, and then of course when phase 3 started they dug it all up again. So we're using the next street as a one-way street. Well, not one-way, it's a two-way street, but it's on one side of the reservation. So you can't actually go around this roundabout anymore. In the distance you can see Millar Azul. That's the next little enclave, and this takes us up to the main road. We are still theoretically in Callao Salvaje. So this is the main road to Los Gigantes, the other way of course, and we're coming up to where that one-way street into the village is accessed. This is a nice restaurant on the right hand side here, South American tapas, and then the next little street on the right at the end of this wall here, that's will take you down to the village, but it's one way. You can't come out that way. So this next area on the right is also part of the village, but you can't actually get to it by car from the village. You have to come to the main road. There is a footpath though. Mostly residential. There's no infrastructure here, it's just living accommodation. Halfway down this road on the right, there's a little path that goes to the barranco, and that'll take you and bring you out by Tropical Park, opposite the Mind Hotel. Down to the right there. So the villas on the right are accessible from the village, but not from here, so we'll see those in a minute. And the spare ground on the right now, you will see that again in a few minutes as well. This is affordable local housing on the right. And a slip road so that you can speed up, but they've done this as a 40 km/h now, after unfortunately somebody lost their lives on a motorbike with some stupid person driving the wrong way. So this brings us up to the main roundabout on the TF47 and the entrance to Callao Salvaje, with the sign that officially dubs us as Costa Adeje. There you go. Heard it here first. So the hotel on the left is not open, hasn't opened since before COVID, but there are rumours that somebody's bought it. So a place you don't normally see is here on the left. Mari Ben, I think it's called, and it's a purpose-built area. Self-contained. If there was a gate, it would be a gated community. And we take a right here, there's like a one-way system. Takes you around in a circle. It looks like they had problems with parking at some point, and they've put these little baubles all over the place so you can't park. I don't know how trucks get around here if they're delivering stuff. And we're back out. And that was Mary Ben. So this brings us back down into the village and one of my favourite views, La Gomera in all its glory. So this is a dead end, but there's quite a few villas up here, so let's have a quick look. So you can see the main road at the top there. That's the roundabout. I think they've all just agreed that they're allowed to park here. Because theoretically, if you don't live here, you shouldn't be driving up here. Okay, this spare ground on the left has been for sale for quite a while. And we're coming back down into the village now, but we're going to take a shortcut to the right, opposite the church here. And here's the community centre, and the hotels start down there as well. We're going to take a right up here, totally residential again. But we'll come to that spare ground we were talking about that goes over to the other side of the village. Some lovely places up here again. This time they've got parking because it's a one-way street. And you can actually walk over that spare ground to the other side as well. That was close. And we're going straight across here down to the bottom road. So this used to be the way out of town coming up here, but now you've got three options. You can go out Swo Azul side, you can go through the banana plantation or come up here. So there's three exits to the village now. We'll just take a detour down one of these side streets, but mostly they're very similar. And there are villas to rent on these roads as well, legally. Just watch out for VV. Vivienda Vacacionales. In the corner on the right, there's a footpath up to the next road up. And we're going to go back down the hill. Some nice villas on the right. I actually filmed that one on the corner for sale. Sold for $650,000. On the left, if you look back, you can see Callao. Then in front of us, we've got the sunset view and my building right in front there. Block 1 of Callao Beach. We're going to do a little detour and take you to the top to show you where the other exit is through the banana plantation. And the top bus stop, La Galga. Unfortunately, there's no bus stop coming the other way, so you can't get off at La Galga. You can only get on. This is a long dead end. Takes you down to Arco Iris. Translated, that means rainbow.
I know a song about trains, Jeffrey.
Oh, you always know songs about trains. So we'll take a quick detour into the car park, because then you'll be able to see the top floor of the building, number 1, and my apartment. There you go, straight in front of you. The tallest building, sand coloured with a large satellite dish on it. The left hand side, the 2 doors are mine. So there's a beautiful view at the bottom of the road, and those of you following me on my walks have seen me go through there to access the stony path over to Playa Paraíso and down to the beach. A great view of the whole village there. So coming back up, you can see the banana plantation. This goes all the way over to Playa Paraíso, the Rosa Center. So back to the roundabout, you can take a right here up through the banana plantation. We're going to go straight across just to show you the villas and the apartments up here on this side of the barranco. We'll do a quick turn around here. And back onto the street down towards the village. You can see left and right the barranco goes all the way down to the beach. And it disappears underground at the end of the buildings on the left, at the end of Callao Beach. Goes underneath the playground and comes out at the bottom. Don't forget to stop here. Many people don't. And off we go. Past San Francisco on the right, another complex, and Callao Beach on the left. Now we're coming up to some derelict stuff. There's been like that for donkey's years, well before we got here. So I think it's 20-30 years this has been derelict. But I'm hoping that somebody's going to buy that as well. And you can see the Callao garden, Blue Sea Callao garden to the right. In front of us to the right is the tropical park. And we're coming back down to the nebula. The video does a quick jump here now. There you go, there's the Mind Hotel. And we come round by Nebula again. Police were giving that guy a ticket, I think, for parking on the island. So the spare ground to the right, there is some work going on, so we're hoping that's going to be a complex or a hotel. And if that works, then maybe across the road the derelict one will get done as well. So we're ending up now, back at my place. I'm going to jump out and grab the camera in a minute. I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you on the next one. This is Tim Down for Living with MS in Tenerife. Thanking you very much for watching, and saying see you later. See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya.